Hello, hello. Turn the sound down here. I hope you guys are all right. Goodness gracious, the light is really working tonight, finally. During the day with all the backlighting from outside, let me see if I can actually change the color of this. But hello everyone. Sorry about the postponed live stream. It was just such a historic day that's probably better. There we go. Okay. Hi everyone. I'm stuck in an Uber. Hope I get home soon. Well, I hope you do too, Lucienne. Beautiful name, by the way. Schiff was awesome today. But first off, Kathy W., Larry girl, Noelle, you guys have gone above and beyond. And the fact that you're even here, even with the rescheduling, you are our warriors. Keep us safe. You make this a good place to be. Seriously, there's only so much I could do that it would just be ruined for everybody, but you make it amazing. So thank you, Troll Slayers. Okay, just want to make sure I get that out there. All right. Did anyone hear when there was that outburst by somebody in the gallery or whatever it was, the public area? And Schiff's amazing. Hello to everyone. Schiff was just amazing today. The opening arguments, I listened for hours. What he was talking about this evening until probably half an hour ago, something like that. I don't know what the person was yelling, but somebody burst out, and there was just a temporary lull. But then the man speaking, he quoted a Bible verse and about justice and just kept on going. It was like, yes. But Schiff was just awesome. He has been awesome today. And now I don't actually feel as bad about doing a reading and not watching this, because the hearings they're quoting, on CNN, they didn't know what he was saying either. Yeah, I hear you. Okay. The hearings they're referencing now, I watched those hearings. So, and if you can hear Pumpkin in the background this time of night, he's singing the song of his people. He just does that. But it was just, did you hear 12 senators left the chambers for a while Schiff was talking? Yep, standing in the back. Oh, some people are stuck in the other linked video. Let me get the URL and I'll go right over here. We are here. Hopefully that'll do it. Okay. All right, sorry about that. They're discussing engine oil. It's like, oh, okay. It's interesting what people start talking about. They were outside for a while. Yep. There was one guy from Idaho who fell asleep. He was sleeping off and on last night. And there's just been so much. But anyway, one thing, okay, so what I want to start with tonight is, I know what they're talking about. I imagine a lot of you know what they're talking about. There have been hearings. I have sat through them. I watch the news all the time. So we understand, but I want to know, how much is this getting through to potential voters, people who are not, to undecided voters, or people who think they're decided but they're changeable. How is this how is this playing out? Actually, it might even be two questions. How is this playing out? How is the collective country? Yes, that's what I'll do. How is the collective country feeling about this? About what's been laid out? The collective country. Feeling. About this, and is this changing any voters' minds? And when I say changing, I don't mean necessarily, oh, I voted for Trump before, I'm going to vote for somebody else now. I mean, like, I've never voted in my life. I didn't see the point, but I'm definitely going to go out and vote now. But not for Trump. I do want to qualify. Is this changing American voters' minds? See, this helps me clarify when I write it down. Is this changing American voters' minds? Let's just put toward blue, which is the, symbolism for the Democrats. Does that work? Unless somebody has I'm one of those Americans. There you go. The voters, we love voters around here. Heck, I won't jump you, or jump down your throat if you're voting Republican. I'm just voting. The number one thing is that everybody who can vote does vote. That's the priority. Beyond that, let's, we can discuss issues and what have you, but GOP resistance. Yeah, how are that's Deanna, good question. I think I'd want to say, is this changing any Republican senators' minds? Senators' minds. And I don't necessarily mean, oh gosh, when you put it like that, I believe them now. No, I mean, oh my gosh, there are a whole bunch of people calling into my office that weren't before, and I can tell how this looks on TV, and yeah, I cannot just go lockstep with McConnell anymore. But anyway, let's start with, how is the collective, the American country, America the country, because really, it's going to come down to voters. So if those who are from other countries, you have my heart. I'm grateful you're here. I'm asking because we are the voters, and we are the ones who can vote Trump out. So, how is the collective American country feeling about this argument, this impeachment trial, the overall? Because it balances out to something. So what is it? Not the far right, not the far left. I almost feel like I'm like, it's trying to aim, and I'm like, no, not the far right, not the far left, no, back toward the middle. Do we want the average? How is the collective country feeling about this? I'm so glad you guys are here. I really am. I'm grateful, and it makes everything. It makes all of this better that you're here. That I'm not just alone doing my readings, going, rawr. I can actually talk to you, our guys, at least through the chat. But how's the country emotional? Sometimes over-emotional, sometimes numb. Actually, I'm wondering, is because in the Ace of Cups in this deck is an empty glass. I want to know, is that more numb or is that more emotion? Emotion. Oh my gosh, it's like all the stuff wants to fall out. I'm going to guess that's emotional because it's just like, whoa. Yeah, emotional. That's not a cold. That's not a cold card. That's about as warm a card as you can get. Not necessarily a positive emotion, but as far as emotion, hot or cold. Okay, in the past, we've listened to a whole bunch of pundits, and we've listened to talking heads on the news. Center of the reading. This is about Trump's vices, his narcissism, his Trumpiness. Base of the reading. Yeah, that's the Republic. I get Pentacles for the Republicans, and the Republicans are sitting there like Mitch McConnell. Oh well, oh well. They're having trouble making their argument fit the narrative, but yeah, there's definitely, that's a strong card. That's the whatever. Trump can do whatever, you know. Ugh. Above the reading. Oh, and they have work to whitewash him. Whitewash the situation. This is Pentacles, Pentacles, Pentacles. Basically what this is telling me is do not underestimate how many people are listening to Fox. And they go in there for 5 minutes and they're like, okay, and they walk away. And I said okay like that, not like a, you know, to say, oh, Fox viewers are all stupid. I'm saying that it's like they're people who just go in for 5 minutes and that's all the news they're going to get. That's not particularly a bright thing to do, but to each their own. It's a free country. That's kind of the point. Well, hopefully it'll stay a free country, but it is right now. I'm coming to you live, so near future. This is all Pentacles. This is all Pentacles, and this is this feels like Republicans who've had enough already. And having this, you know, I know a Republican who said, even way back when, said, I wouldn't want Trump to be my boss. I don't like him, but I'm glad he won the election, you know, at the time. And it's like that, where even some diehard Republicans are, you know, they're saying Trump because it's become synonymous with this kind of intense Republicanism, but they don't want it in their faces. And the people who have had it in their faces, you know, you're Nicole Wallace and you're, you know, these other people who were Republicans are now like, I've left the party, but this is, how's the country feeling? And it's all that's almost entirely Republican energy. Let's see if that has some kind of meaning here. It's like home environment. Well, it's like the opposite of lipstick on a pig. It's like bringing a feather duster to a hoarder's house, trying to clean up after Trump. Hopes and fears that no matter what they do, the Democrats are, the Democrats are worried that no matter what happens, that they can't clean this, they can't get him out. They can't get him out. This isn't Republicans feeling like they can't clean up after the president enough. No. This is trying to get rid of him. Okay, what other people see? Well, when we say what other people see, perhaps this means this is a view from outside the country. Because I want to be careful here, because I don't want my readings to be completely biased. And I realize there's some people there's always some people in the comments now and then who are like, you're biased, you see what you want. I don't. I really don't, because if you watch enough videos, you'll see that, you know, it's like, oh, this person who's just, you know, is stealing candy from babies and, you know, for the last 20 years and, doing all these awful things and terrible things, and oh yeah, he's going to be fine, and it's just that's what it is. But that feels like the love affair with Trump is about to come crashing down, and that's what other people are seeing. I wish that was in the final outcome, but we'll see what's in the final outcome, because remember, the near future was enough already. Six of Pentacles, usually, which is little pieces. What I'm getting is the sham trial, the sham trial that's going on right now, that sure, we'll let witnesses and documents in and we'll pick and choose what they are and we'll do what we want. And so I'm not really getting the mood in the country. I'm getting more, it's all, the energy is all going straight back to the Senate trial. But then again, that's where everybody's energy is. So this is not how, okay. How is everybody, what's the mood in the country overall? It depends on where you are and who you are. If you're a Republican, you think we are, we're getting the, what were those decorative plates? You could buy, it was a Franklin Mint where you get the decorative plates, and yeah, we've had enough, and it feels like the powerful are running amok, but the Republicans are like, but my 401k is wonderful. Yeah, so to heck with everybody else. All right, well, that's the mood of the country. So let's get down to some more specific, more hopefully helpful. Is what this trial that's going on, is this changing American voters' minds toward blue? Jules said something, somebody almost spit out their coffee, someone saying congratulations, something funny. Well, whatever's happening, congratulations. I don't even know what it is, but if people say it's warranted, then gosh darn it, I'm behind you. What a tremendous job. I'm so proud of Adam Schiff and the other impeachment managers. I hear you. I'm with you. All right, is this Senate trial turning any is it turning American voters' minds toward blue? Like they're more likely to vote Democrat because of this Senate impeachment trial of Trump. Is this turning American voters? There's some confusion. And it's not confusion, it's some people who were just accepting, they say, oh, the Democrats are upset about something again, whatever. I'm busy. As in other people in the news, I walk past the headline, the newspaper displays on the way to work, and it says, something else, so I don't pay attention, and now I'm watching this, and it's like, what? What? This is what they're talking. Oh my gosh, that's what it feels like. But, a destination wedding in Nashville. Congratulations. That is so wonderful. That is so wonderful. Congratulations. Oh, wonderful. Oh, congrats to your son. Congratulations to your son. Wonderful. All right, so is this turning any is this turning American voters' minds toward the blue, toward voting Democratic? And there is, that's chocolate. If you think I've got a dirty hand. No, I haven't had my cocoa today, so sorry about that. Doesn't want to come off right now, but sorry. That's the Orange Fiera Tub of lard himself. That's what this is. Okay. It's definitely, the trial, which I have, it's silent, but I've got the trial on right there. Adam Schiff, you hero. In the past, the Republicans were already on slightly, they were already on shaky ground, because I'm being drawn to the spindly little supports here. And the fact that she's just blissfully, I mean, I don't know if you can tell that her arm is actually, like, her arm is the hammer, her other arm is the screwdriver. And she's just happily whacking away at this thing. And it's like, oh, those are awfully spindly, that the symbols of Republicans that's sitting on. So it was already getting a little bit weak because a lot of the Republicans were aging out. Center of the reading, oh, and their cups are Democrats. And center of the reading, there's the, so this is kind of what was happening with the Republicans. And then here comes center of the reading. Hello. This is the Queen of Blue. This is the Queen, this is the Democrats, Base of the reading. Disgust. Absolute, just disgust. And that's what this feels like. It isn't cleaning it. It's just the thought of that is really icky. I mean, even though obviously you wouldn't reuse those, but still, just the thought's icky. And then this is usually the guy lying on the ground with all the swords in his back. So that is disgust in big, big letters. Above the reading, people going about their lives to a great extent, and a lot of people who just drank the Kool-Aid. Live by the Kool-Aid, die by the Kool-Aid is what that kind of feels like. And this is, I don't want to talk about politics. I'm busy. I do not even bring it up. I'm tired of hearing about it. I don't like politics. I don't like, like it's a fashion, It's like saying, I really don't like ombre. I really don't like glitter. Glittery nails are so out. They're so out of fashion. It's like, I don't care if they're out of fashion. They're awesome. I love glitter. All right. Is the country turning more blue because, or in some way, the voters turning more blue because of the Senate impeachment trial? Well, the Republicans are absolutely united, is what that feels like. And there's justice, but is that Justice Roberts, or is that the justice coming down on them? Because I'm not sure which that is. So I'll look for some more information here. Let's see what we've got. Home environment. Yeah, it's like, in some respects, it's like Christmas for the Democrats. It's like, finally the information's coming out. Thank you. Oh, you shouldn't have my favorite. Hopes and fears. Let's turn that over. Hopes and fears. Well, it's the fear that it's just politics and different arguments. You even bring it up, you're going to get carved up, metaphorically, verbally, I should say, for even, bringing it up. And what other people see. You can't sit on the fence anymore. It's time. You can't just be like, oh, I'll vote for a third-party candidate. Oh, I just want something different, so I'm just going to vote for this person over here. You can't just roll the dice. And that's what it feels like. It isn't rolling the dice. It's we can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. We can't do this anymore. And by I don't mean me, because I was with her. Let's put it that way. When it came on early November of 2016, I was with her. Just saying. I am fortunate in my life that I was able to vote against David Duke twice because there was a runoff, and I voted against Trump. And I am proud. That is pride I will carry to the end of my life. Final outcome is this turning the the party is coming to a crashing end. Oh, being scrubbed out. Republicans are going to be hammered on this. You know, this is supposed to be near future, but actually it feels a lot like, maybe it'll happen again, but it feels a lot like last night where it was to table the amendments. So, you know, the Republicans can technically say, well, I didn't vote against anything. I just voted to talk about it later. Yeah. But it was 10 amendments, and it was 53 Republicans to table, 47 Republicans not. 53-47, 53-47, 53-47, if all the way down the line. And that was not a good look for them. That was not a good look on camera. Let's see if there's any more information here. But this really does feel... And I'm not saying, look, I'm not saying the Democrats are perfect. They're not. Politicians are politicians, but there are much better politicians than some than others. And this just feels like this steel wool just scrubbing them out of public life. But let's see, is there any more information about that whole scrubbing the Republicans out of public life? Just a few cards, we'll see here. I didn't shuffle well, but boom, I got another card of cleaning. Got the same party, same end of the party, and cleaning. So I'll take that as okay, yeah. I think I've also felt over and over that there are going to be a lot of voters come November. And this is not focusing. I just want to make sure I've got the best quality. I wish I could hit a button on this one. For some reason on this particular iPad, the way it works sometimes, I used to be able to like hit a button and it would focus, but now it won't. All right, so how is the collective country feeling about this? Is this changing American voters' minds towards blue? Is this actual trial that's going on right here in Washington, D.C.? Hello, Adam, you big hero, you. Thank you. Thank you for your sacrifices. Thank you for getting up there and fighting for democracy. Thank you. Bless you. But is this trial changing any Republican minds? And again, I will say, for anyone who didn't hear me earlier, I don't mean necessarily they're listening to Adam Schiff going, oh, I've had a revelation, you know, I've had an epiphany. He's right. No, I mean, I can tell how this looks on TV, and we look bad if we don't do something about this. Okay, if we continue to just be lockstep, we are in trouble. But okay, how is the Senate impeachment trial of Donald Trump going on right now? Literally, is this changing any of the Republican minds toward holding Trump accountable? Are they actually going to do anything to hold Trump accountable? In the Senate trial, is this making a difference? It does look worse on camera than they feared. Part of the problem you have to remember is that for those of you who are new to politics, Mitch McConnell was head of the Senate back when Obama was in office, and when Obama there was an open vacancy on the Supreme Court, Mitch McConnell said, and he has bragged about it since on camera. I looked the president in the eye and I said, President Obama, you will not fill this Senate seat. And he wouldn't even give Merrick Garland, who Obama was nominating, no hearings, no nothing. Nothing. And that's why Trump has been able to get 2 people on the court instead of just one. He stole it. McConnell just stole the seat. And he really did expect, he was like, man, I'm going to have to pay for this later. And he didn't. Matter of fact, after that, Trump became president. He was still in charge of the Senate. And I can't remember who it was in 2016, but eventually it was Ryan. Was Boehner? Was Boehner still in charge of the House? And then Ryan took over? I can't remember. But so in his mind, these other Republicans are going, excuse me, but McConnell, he thinks he's untouchable. And that's the thing. If you give people enough rope, the bad people are going to hang themselves. They just are. Okay, so is this changing any Republicans' minds? That feels like Justice Roberts. I don't know what effect he's having. By the way, I was there, I watched when he chastised both sides last night for their lack of decorum in the Senate. And it was like, really? Really? That's the hill you're gonna die on. Well, I don't know, die on, more like get a hangnail on. Wow. Anyway, in the past, they've already come under all kind of grief because of Trump. And that's why a lot of them aren't running for re-election. And center the reading. On the Senate floor, because of some weird rule, the only liquids that can be on the Senate floor or that the senators can drink while they're sitting there for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours is water or milk. No tea, no coffee, no. And the center of this reading right now, as far as, is this trial changing their mind? It's caffeine withdrawal. And it's, oh my God, I would kill. I would kill for a cup of coffee right now. I would kill for just a hot cup of tea to just soothe my aching bones. Oh my God. So at the center of the reading at the moment is caffeine withdrawal and exhaustion. And, okay, base of the reading, that's, Schumer is obviously male. That's how he identifies. That's good. Good for him. But this feels like the Senate Democrats overall. But this is McConnell screwing around with the way things are done. But this is kind of a smug Queen of Cups over here. This is a smug Democrat just sitting over there looking over at the Republicans. And the look on her face over there across the aisle is, oh, really? You're okay with this? Isn't that interesting? I guess we're gonna, because this isn't just about Trump. This is about these guys' re-election when they are up for office next time. Really? You're gonna be okay with that, huh? Isn't that interesting? Above the reading, that's the night, without actually pulling out the vice card, the devil card. This is the nice way of saying that Trump's been an idiot. He's acted unpresidential, corruptly, badly, whatever you want to call it. It's just not good. Your future. Okay, sometimes this King of Cups, he looks a little morose, and you can interpret his expression a few different ways, but right now he doesn't feel morose. Matter of fact, this feels like very strong. In the near future, the Democratic argument is winning. Now, we'll see what the final outcome is, because I still don't think they're going to remove him, and I still think they're going to be cowards, and I still think the huge numbers of the Republicans are going to be swept out of office in November. But near future, right now, as far as the country's concerned overall, Schiff is killing it. I mean, he is. And when he was up there and he was talking about how, I mean, this is my personal thing, I'm taking this one step further to something specific that I saw. When he was talking about those people in, fighting for their country, fighting for their lives, a third of their country taken over, and they're having to fight in tennis shoes or sneakers, and their desperation to survive, and, man, I mean, like, rip your heart out. Home environment. Okay, there's more temperance over on the right hand, the right hand side of the aisle. There's more temperance there than I would expect. Now, part of it is they're being forced to just sit there, but part of it is there's a lot of time to sit there and be frustrated and go through it like a cycle of emotions of, oh, you're, sitting there thinking, oh, he's an idiot, he's, whatever that stupid argument is that Schiff is making or whomever else. And then, I've been sitting here a long time and I'm tired and I don't want to be here. And then, I've been sitting here for a long time and I'm getting angry that I'm stuck sitting here. And I'm angry at these stupid Democrats making their case. And then it's like, you know what? I'm getting angry, and I'm starting to get angry at McConnell. Because it's his, I'm mad at McConnell, I'm mad at Trump. It's their fault that I'm sitting here right now. And my re-election's on the line. And then they take a nap in their chairs, and they get up and they stretch their legs, and then they sit back down and they start going through more and more emotions. But one of those things is very much, this does not look good on TV. This does not look good on TV. Hopes and fears. Look at that. Big old television. Hopes and fears. What is this looking like on TV? What I just said. What other people see? Yeah, good luck cleaning. They're walking behind an elephant that they have to constantly clean up after. That's what we see. And they're sick of it. Sick of it. All right, so right now the Democratic side argument is really compelling. Oh, final outcome. So the question is this trial, how is it changing any, how did I put this? Yeah, any Republican senators' minds as far as what they're going to do. And I need qualifiers. I feel like there's a lot more information there than feels like there's like missing information around that. So hang on, let me make just a little pile here. And put Justice Roberts there. And I'll shuffle this a little bit because I want some clarification here on this final outcome, if this is changing Republican minds. And I think you might be able to see that a little better. The Empress, Death card, and the Page of Wands. The Empress is the card I get for America. The Death card is it even said everything expires. This isn't literal death. This is, death of the Trump administration or Trump's political career or whatever. And the Page of Wands, which can be a number of things. It can, because Trump is the King of Wands, that can be Junior. You'd think, oh, he'd be the Knight of Wands, wouldn't he? Depends how juvenile he's acting. Oh no. McConnell's smiling. Who died? All right. Okay. Hello, Jan Brack. At last, I am live. Good day, y'all. Oh, that was the worst accent. I apologize. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. They're adjourning? Adjourning. Okay. All right. Some qualification. What does this mean about it? What is going on in the minds of those puffy white men? And occasional woman, if you blink, you'll miss her. Oh, two there. There. Is this changing any Republican senators' minds about towing the line completely on Trump. This is what it's like, that's still the final outcome. This feels like what's going on now, which, not just the adjournment part, but this trial isn't looking good for them, and lots of people are watching, and today hasn't given them any opportunity to to really give their side of the argument. And then we get, having to go and talk to people and sleep on it or what have you, or having to go home at night and face their spouses. And it's not only them saying, I need a drink, but Trump's vices are like haunting them. Ooh, you voted for him, it's your own fault. Okay. Center the reading. That is a whole lot of sharp objects. And the knives are going to come out. Because they are cranky, puffy white men. Which means small steps. That's what that is. Small steps. Because they can see how bad this looks to America. They can see how bad this looks. So small cracks, small steps, small acts of rebellion, small, in public, on the floor, or something. But it feels like small steps, and it doesn't feel like, oh, Susan Collins' small steps, which are just all lies. She just talks and talks. Oh, I'm going to be reasonable. Lockstep with McConnell, guaranteed vote. Yeah. All right, so look how high I am. Yeah, the people, this goes along with the card here about what America's seeing, because it's going out all over the country. So, okay, that is what I am getting for that. And I'm sorry that if you're listening to me, you can't hear Rachel talking. Hello, Rachel. I read on her the other night, or she came up in a reading, and yeah, I did a reading on her in Lev Parnas, and she has wonderful energy. It's very burdened, though. She feels very, very responsible. Thank you, Siri. I don't need your help. She has a lot on her shoulders. And it's not even necessarily weight other people have put there. It's weight she puts on herself. But this whole, sitting here with tarot cards, she wouldn't, her energy does not seem very amenable to stuff like this, because she's worked so hard. She's working so hard to ground things in history and reality and fact. And yeah, anyway, so I still have 10 minutes, unless you guys just want to bail and just go watch Rachel. Larry Girl, you are a delight. John, I completely agree with you. Larry Girl is a delight. Okay, and so I've got 10 minutes, and I'm here. What could I read on about this for you? Where are you watching the impeachment trials? I've got MSNBC when I can, and then if I don't have as good a signal, C-SPAN even has like a radio channel I can listen. Larry Girl's asking about Andrew Peake, recently escorted out of the White House. Jules Deramore, I read on Justice Roberts yesterday, day before. He was recently escorted out of the White House. Fiona Hill's most recent replacement. Let me make a note of that, to do that tomorrow. I will do that tomorrow, Andrew Peake. But right now I want to do, you know, all impeachment, all the... Why am I even asking you guys? What am I thinking? What am I thinking? How is Trump? How is Trump dealing with all this? How about that? That's what I should read on. That should be the final reading. Adam, can you read on Adam Schiff? He's busy. I read on him yesterday. It starts at 45 minutes and 30 seconds. It's the same. He's busy. He's burdened. If anything, he's at the moment he just feels a little bit relieved because he's gotten it through today so well. But I gotta read on Trump. Trump said he hid the evidence. Yeah, we have the evidence. They don't have the evidence. Excuse me. Schiff was great today, but he attacked Greta again. Yeah, because attacking a 15, 16-year-old girl is about his style as leader of the economic free world. He attacked Greta again and complained he didn't make the time cover. You mean like his son-in-law did, looking like a Sim character? Yeah. Trump bragged he was obstructing justice. Yep. Oh, 150 tweets today. He's flipping out. Insecure, jealous jerk. He sounded drunk in Davos. Seriously, he's not sober. He's just not. And I don't want to say that I have nothing to base that on other than the fact that, you know, how he's acting. But it's just, his energy is just, but it's not. I read on, who did I read on the other day who was, he was serious alcoholism. I mean, like, Robert Hyde, that was it. I read on him on Monday, starting at 58 minutes, 41 seconds. I read on Robert Hyde, and he's just awash in alcohol. I mean, it's unbelievable. Trump doesn't feel like that. It feels dry. It also feels like dry mouth. It feels very, the energy, it feels very dry, and it feels disorienting. Trump takes Adderall. Yeah. Can I do a reading maybe tomorrow, and if Trump will be successful in cutting out earned benefits? Okay, I'll make a note. But okay, are they going to mess with Social Security before the Republicans get kicked out? But I don't think they can, because I'll read on it. I'll throw some cards on it at least. And, you know, Trump can try to do whatever he can try to do with an executive order, but without the House, they're not going to be able to do something like that. They're just not going to, things have, you know, come to a screeching halt because the Republicans, you know, 2 years ago, I'd be terrified. Okay. Okay, so Trumpy. Hi. How much furniture have you broken today? Because I'm just feeling wreckage. Anger, wreckage. People placating him believing them and then not believing them because they're lying to him and he knows it, but him wanting to believe them, and as long as he holds on to his delusions, that usually gets him through. But he's furious and he's being disrespected, and that little brat got on the cover of Time. I think she's amazing. I think she's awesome. I'm saying it feels like the kind of banter going through Trump's head. Actually, I'm actually picking up on the other B word, not brat. Little B word. That's what, yeah. Oh, Oh, Donnie, today, were they raining on your parade? Poor Donnie. In the past, oh, it's been all, Kushner on the cover of Time and, you know, wearing it, yeah, just it's stupid amounts of money, wearing designer clothes to go mow the lawn and the equivalent. In the zombie tarot, you've got is it a page or a knight where you've got similar thing, but it's a zombie, but he still looks all toned and fit and sculpted, and he's on a surfboard on a wave, and it's just that kind of, please. Center of the reading. Oh, gossip, 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 gossip. Everybody's talking, everybody's again. Oh, paranoia. Whoo, paranoia. I can almost feel the sharp. Oh, they're all saying bad things about me, and this is tapping into some deep-seated issues this guy's had since he was a kid. Base of the reading. This actually feels like a kid. It's like Baron? I thought Baron was usually the Page of Cups, but it feels like Baron. And then this just feels like, you go comfort shopping? Well, Trump's the kind of person who, well, I've just surrounded myself with more tacky gold stuff and now I feel a little bit better. He would be, his company was going bankrupt and all these horrible things were happening, and then somebody came to interview him or to write a book with him, or write a book for him, and he just spent all day long just flipping through fabric swatches for his hotels. It's like, you don't have a designer who's, no, he's just doing this just because he wants to, yeah. Above this, they can't do this. This is the Republicans. They think they're better than me. They think they're above me. All those people who think they're above me, they're nothing. I'm the president. Blah, 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 blah. Near future. No matter what happens after, probably even starting now, but certainly after the Democrats' main argument, it's going to be, he's just going to feast on news and people around him telling him the Republicans have got it all. We've got this. The Democrats have nothing. Absolutely nothing. Their argument is nothing. You've got this. We've got this. See how lovely they've nothing. They're just empty. They're gonna go down like dogs, or whatever stupid thing he says. Okay, home environment. Oh, but it still stings. Oh, but it's still stinging, that narcissism, that ego. And he's also taking more stuff, which is, I'll still say there are times he doesn't smell nice. He smells chemical. Yeah, there's like a chemical smell because of all the garbage he's taking. Hopes and fears. Now, this is actually the people around him being like, oh my gosh, was he up again all night? And wasn't it that even earlier in the trial, they brought back the part of that initial hearing where the guy was saying that, who overheard Trump talking on the phone, he was saying that Trump was in a bad mood, as he often was first thing in the morning. And yeah, it's, oh my gosh, has he come down from the residence yet? Oh, heck, I don't know if I'm up for this, and he's going to go off the rails, and he's angry, and he's, and you don't know what to expect, and it's abusive. It is emotionally, it feels really emotionally abusive to work in that White House. It really does. I mean, it's always stressful to a point, but man. All right, and what we're seeing, oh, we are judgy. We are judging him. Well, I've already called him a tub of lard once today. And that shit has more to do with his arteries than his weight. Final outcome. Picking and choosing. That's this Six of Pentacles here, this picking and choosing card in this deck goes along with near future. Near future, we have everything, they have nothing. And then cherry picking bits of the news to show him, or making sure he's only on Fox News. Actually, it feels like Fox News cherry picking this stuff to convince him. But things begin to, I don't know why, but things begin to unravel, and that's the word I'm getting for that. And then we're back to this, things starting to fall apart, things falling down for the Republicans. Unraveling. Is this him unraveling, or is this, because this feels like just the Republicans unraveling, but is that him? Is that Trump unraveling? Is that Trump unraveling? Is that, so can you tell me anything more about the unraveling? They know they can't predict. I can feel the Republican senators, like from the last reading, and it's, what I'm picking up is that they know more's coming, because there's always more coming, because there's always so much that's going to come out, and a lot of it ends up redacted if people get it through a FOIA request, but not all of it is. And they're like, it's just going to get worse. It's just going to get worse. It's just going to get worse. But this unraveling, what is this unraveling? Things are going to hit the polls eventually. And it already is, but it's just going to get worse, where people are falling out of love with them, and even the snake oil salesman, they can't bring it back. And cutting, oh my gosh, a woman who can vote, who has power, that's like his nightmare. And then investigations and continuing in SDNY, which that feels like that. So it's, this is a nice moment now where we can see right there, a smart Democrat, good person. For a politician, he's a saint. And we are seeing the truth and reality, and that's good. Let me throw 3 cards here, but I'm just double check. Is it still, there's just no way? Yeah, see, I'd even just cut the deck, and I got the Tower and Temperance for, are they going to remove Donald Trump from office? No, they're not. They should, but they're not. And this is Major Arcana as well. But let me see if there's any more information about, are they going to, because they know there's, I don't know if you've ever had that experience where, you invite somebody over, or you have family come visit for the first time in a new place, or somewhere nobody, somebody who hasn't been there in a long time is coming to visit. And so you go around and you clean up and you do whatever. But then when you show them inside, suddenly it's like you're looking at your own surroundings, and almost, from what you think might be their perspective. And they know, they're sitting there, they're like, I'm looking there, it's like, I can see what this is going to look like on TV. Are they going to remove Donald Trump from the White House in Trump's Senate impeachment trial currently going on? 2 cards there. Are they going to remove Donald Trump? No, because these are cards that this is Republicans, and it's building, stacking, tidying. And if a few plates go off the rails, que sera, to make everything look nice. It doesn't matter how toxic it really is in that room. Oh my gosh, this is just no, they're not going to get rid of Trump. That couldn't be more cover up. We're going to be fine. We're going to get him off. Look at our lovely brand. Yeah. And if they lose a little bit, who cares? I've got all of this. I've got everything organized, and it looks good, and it's actually horrendously toxic in that room. But sure, they can't tell that from the other side of the TV screen. So unfortunately, we're still stuck with this guy for a while. But that is what I am getting for tonight, and I am going to be back here at noon Central Time tomorrow. And I realize that there will be more arguments going on and what have you, but I really just, today was a really special, historic day, and I'm not saying tomorrow isn't special or historic, but I thought today, it didn't feel right to be stepping on Adam Schiff's toes, as it were. So, I will be back here tomorrow at noon Central Standard Time in the U.S. and we will read on more, and I have notes, and we will get through this. Okay, so you guys, I hope that you have a great night, or the wonderful Australians, I hope you have a great day. All right, and we'll talk tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow at noon, and thank you so much for being here. All right, and thank you so much to our troll slayers. You are so great. Larry Girl, Noelle, Kathy W., thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. All right, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, good night. Thank you.